is called Ridge Road for a reason. I don't know if you can tell it, but we're definitely up pretty high. I mean, there's lots of valleys and stuff around us.
Hey guys, my name's Jasper. I'm 8 years old. Birthday December the 12th, and I am a new member of the channel. Yes. So today we're gonna be up here doing firewood stuff. We're gonna be.
How much do I gotta pay you for this?
700,000. Say it. 700,000.
What did you say?
I am an athlete.
An athlete?
Yes, on our front porch steps we have 3 steps, and then we have
Stand over here while that sun ain't in your eyes.
Then we have the porch step, and I haven't jumped off the 3rd step before.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Look up there. See up there, that big piece? Let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's go. I've never been on. Oh, we got to.
Hold on. Let me see your hand. I'm gonna.
Can I cross the wall?
No, I don't want you to fall.
I've never been adventuring before.
Are you serious?
Oh, briars.
Those ain't briars. Here.
Let me
Come here. Come here. I'm like a mule, see? I'm like a big mule carrying that.
Help me, mommy. I want my camera.
Here, you wanna? Yeah, listen to you. Hey, y'all be careful now. You gotta watch, because some of these trees have limbs in them. They can fall. We're good right here.
When are you gonna start solid?
Well, I'm trying to see what we got up here first. This one has some wood in it. That's seasoned too. The only thing is, it's a long way from the truck. There's another one over there. This is pretty good right here, but it's a long way from the truck. See, we have to get it all down there. Yeah, there's a hill right there. All right. I forgot to grab it. I asked you had to run all the way up here.
There you
Go ahead.
go.
All right, got your Jasper and Carter with me today, and our little nephew. They're down there. They're going to stay by the truck. I don't know. It's a road down there. They're going to stay by that road. Jasper don't like it at all. Go ahead and start cutting this thing up. Jasper, be careful. Y'all be careful. Oh, what I want out of this one. The goal here. Got to go down, but I'm trying to figure out where I want it to go down. It's just sort of a long ways from it either way, so it looks like a straight path here. It's not too far from it, so I'm gonna go down here with it. Hey, you all stay up there. Jasper, y'all watch out. Back up. They don't always work when you do that. give me energy juice. Carter, y'all don't be going across that log. I don't want you on that stump over there. Go look, I don't know, Carter. Here somewhere. Jasper, come here. Come here. All right, I'm about to start splitting this wood here. Got quite a bit of oak and stuff to split, but it still really ain't that many. Let's see, 16 rounds, but they're not the biggest rounds, so I don't think it'll make a full truck bed. So I've got some oak over here to cut up too. Close up. This is my little nephew. He's spending the night with us, and my kids, I don't know if they even know yet, but I'm gonna split this, and he's gonna go with me to deliver him and Carter. Truckload. I'm doing the truckloads again because I upped the price on them, and people is willing to pay that, so it's worth it to me. And they take half as long as doing around that as doing the big loads that I do. So I'm fine with doing that. It's a lot easier. Old white oak. Old white oak. As I said in the text there, I haven't missed the white oak very much. It's some tough wood to split. I've dealt with a whole lot of it. And if you've watched my earlier videos, you'll see that. But that's mainly what this man here has on his land here across 200 acres is mainly that white oak. Here lately, I've been doing a lot of cherry. And also, I think some guy told me it was called black oak. It looked more like white oak, but it split more like red oak. So, and then also some red oak, and as I said, cherry. So, all those are much easier than this stuff here. White oak is some tough stuff. I don't miss doing it. I'm gonna lie, I don't miss doing white oak. This is just another regular truckload here as well, and one customer had contacted me who had delivered truckloads to in the past, and I didn't want to tell him no, and so I just kind of upped the price a little bit, and he accepted. So after I delivered it to him, I got more calls on some just regular truckloads, and so I delivered them, but just for a little more money. Which really right now is fair. Gas is so expensive. Everything is so expensive. I did a survey here recently too on seeing if anybody would like those roadside logging videos, and they're similar really to what I'm doing here, because you pretty much you just go to the side of the road somewhere and you buck the wood up, and usually you try to get it to your truck, because if you can get close to a tree, of course it's much easier, it's much better. The closer you can get to the wood, the easier. It's not always, you can't always hook a rope to a tree and pull it out. Sometimes you've got other trees in the way, or it's tangled up in other trees, or there's kind of like that ditch line there. There's just lots of different things sometimes where you just can't pull it, or it's just way too far away, as this one here was. So, I've seen guys use that method of pulling with the rope and stuff, and yes, of course that works if you can do it, but you can't always do that. I've used that method as well, but you just can't always do that. But so I do plan to do some of those soon. I've watched some other channels do them, and I really enjoyed watching them. And I think what appeals to people in those somewhat too is just it just shows you a way for people who may not be able to have sources of wood like I do. I'm blessed with them. I'm very thankful. But it's kind of a way that maybe appeals to people who don't have those sources, because all you got to do is go to the roadside and get the wood. But then again too, if it's on private property or something, you can get in a lot of trouble for that. I actually did get in trouble years ago. Like me and my brother were doing a big oak tree, and I thought it was kind of maybe on the county line. I wasn't sure
or that, you know, the county owned the land or whatever. You know, I wasn't sure, to be honest with you. But anyways, after I'd already bucked and split quite a bit of it, the guy pulled up and he seemed pretty mad about it. And but he told us to keep the wood. That was years ago, me and my brother both. And that was before I had as good a sources, you know, as I. There was 1 year to where I didn't have very many good sources, like this guy right here with the 200 acres. I don't know that I had met him yet at that time. But, or maybe I did, and I don't think that I had, because really if I had, then I would have had plenty of wood. But anyways, at that time, I didn't really have the greatest sources. Right now, I've probably got 4 or 5 different places with a lot of wood. I would say a couple years worth right now, at least, of firewood. And but my favorite place to get it really is right here, because this stuff has been down for quite a while. You know, the place, what I call the cherry wood pile, that stuff's been down for about a year. But then again, cherry, it seasons much quicker than oak. And I had someone ask me the other day, like if in the comments, if I had like if I check this stuff with a moisture meter. I don't do that. I've never done that. I'm not saying that's a bad idea. It's definitely a good idea. But what I do is this wood right here has been down about 3 years, and I've been selling it for the last 3 years, and I've had people request it, you know, that I've sold it to again and again. So I'm pretty confident that it's dry wood. Plus, you can see too, like there was one that I split here this day actually, and it wasn't this tree here or the first one, you know. Maybe this is the first one. Yeah, this white oak. It wasn't this white oak or the red oak. It was a different tree, and I could just tell when I split it, it was wet. The wood was very heavy, and you can just see in the wood that it's wet. This stuff right here seems to be dry to me, but as I said, it's been down for a long time too. Maybe a little over 3 years. Which oak, it does take longer to season. You know, it does take longer to season, but it also takes longer to rot. So, you know, if it's down there for a long time in the forest, you know, a lot of times, as long as it isn't too long, it's solid stuff. But yeah, that's how I normally do it. If I believe it's dry and everything, I just take it on. A moisture meter definitely be a good way to confirm that, though. Thank you again as well to everybody that subscribed and the positive comments and everything, all the support. It means a whole lot for people to take their time to do that. I don't want to waste anybody's time, as I said before. That's why, like I said, I hope I can put some kind of content that either brings you joy. Maybe you like seeing the woods and you like seeing firewood, you know, or maybe motivates you to get out and hand split, because it is beneficial for us. And as a man told me the other day on the channel, he was talking about a scripture in the Bible that talks about how physical strength profiteth little, is I believe is what it says, and I agree with that entirely. It does profit little, but it does profit. I'm not saying to, you know, waste your time as far as like getting too big into maybe working out and everything, but I mean, doing physical work is good for a man, mentally and physically. Because me personally, whenever I do physical work, it makes me feel better mentally as well. It does.
I believe that'll be enough to finish the load there. Pull the truck up over there on the logging road, and
You ruined our fork.
I know, I had to use it, buddy.
What about that wall?
Now y'all gotta watch now, the stuff's heavy. I gotta get this firewood out here. Carter, y'all can roll them down here to me. That would help me a lot. Y'all roll them down this bank right here, then I can grab them from there and pull them up here. They actually help a lot if they can roll them down there. Yeah, there we go. Good work. This is red oak here. It'll split a lot easier. Split a whole lot easier. I'm just getting in increments right now. We're close to half a truck bed with what we did before.
It's always good to have my nephew spend the night, though. I don't get to see him as often as I'd like to, but I'm always happy to get to him. My kids love it when he comes over. He seems to enjoy it, too. He looks just like my brother, my little brother. I have one brother, and he's a year and 2 months younger than me. And that's his son, and yeah, they look very much alike. Reminds me a lot of them, seeing them, really. When me and him was little boys, he was always getting into something. Really, he loved to start fires and burn stuff all the time.
All right, got a truckload. You can see we came out here later in the day today. That's how this took around. This took longer than usual, honestly, because I was getting the wood from up there.
Look out this window. You don't see any hills. You don't see how high up we are. Oh yeah, I see that. I didn't know what we were talking about.
Look at that sunset over there.